So these are the official PlayStation 5 gaming headset, and if you're still having a hard time trying to get your hands on a PlayStation 5, then you can always use this headset with a PlayStation 4 and or PC or Mac. Now overall, this is a decent entry-level wireless gaming headset that you can't go wrong with for the most part. Now regarding pricing, this headset retails for $100. Not bad given that these are completely wireless, but if you were to upgrade to more expensive third-party options, you would get more features, more customization, and an overall more comfortable and cooler fit. Nonetheless, if you want to pick this headset up, it'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch shelf down below. I've made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know I can be very particular. So I'll only set my name on something that I'm really proud of. Now first, let's talk about the design of this headset. Now this headset has the same design language as the PS5 and it's mostly made out of plastic. Now this headset has a suspension style headband, meaning that you don't actually extend the headband out yourself like you would with a lot of other headphones. Instead, you just simply put this headset on and they will automatically adjust themselves to your head. Now, when it comes to the pressure point on top of your head, since the suspension headband is very soft, very thin, and it's very wide, this headset does not create a hot spot on the top of your head, even after multiple hours of gaming, which is great. However, when it comes to clamping force, right out of the box, this headset fits very tight, making them not big head approved. However, if you give this headset a good stretch, they do start to fit a little more comfortably. However, something that I can't get over about this headset is the very limited range of motion of these ear cups. Since these ear cups only pivot up and down very little, and since they don't swivel, this headset does like to put a little more pressure on the anterior portion of your ears, making this headset feel a little unnatural when you've got it on. And finally, when it comes to the earpads themselves, they're round, so I'm automatically not a big fan of that. Now, these earpads should be able to accommodate small and average size ears, but if you have larger ears, very long earlobes, or ears that stick out a lot, then these might not be the best fitting option for you. Now, when it comes to the leatherette itself, this leatherette feels very synthetic. But personally, I'm not surprised because Sony's leatherette has never been the best feeling. But finally, there's the heat retention of these earpads. Now, since these earpads are relatively thin, they don't have an overheating problem during the cooler spring nights. However, I do suspect that these leatherette earpads could heat up after a while if you're gaming during the summer nights. But overall, when it comes to fit, this headset fits okay. This suspension headband does a great job of conforming to the size and shape of your head. It also doesn't create a hot spot on the top of your head. And since this headset is relatively lightweight, weighing in at 292 grams, it's not super noticeable when it's on your head. However, there are plenty of other headsets out there that weigh less than this headset, and due to the limited range of motion of these ear cups, this headset doesn't rest as naturally on your head as some other headsets out there. The circular ear pads on these ear cups might not fit everyone, and since these ear pads are wrapped in leatherette, I do suspect that they will get warm during the warmer summer nights. But now let's talk about tech specs. Now, this headset has an advertised battery life of 12 hours. Not bad, but it is a little below average for wireless headphones in general. But at least you're not going to have to charge this headset as frequently as you do with your controller. Because seriously, with my controller, I'm only getting like 5 hours out of this thing. Now, in order to charge this headset up, you can charge it up via its USB-C port, just like how you can charge up your controller via its USB-C port. Now, unfortunately, Sony doesn't have any official fast charging numbers for this headset, besides saying that it's going to take you 3.5 hours to go from a 0% battery to a 100% battery. But thankfully, you can use this headset while it's plugged in and charging. But let's say your headset dies on you mid-game and you simply just can't use it while it's charging. Well, thankfully, this headset still has an audio jack, so you can plug it in directly into your controller and you can use it passively. Now, I know this sounds very basic, but I do have to point this out because there are a lot of other third-party and first-party gaming headsets that are starting to remove their audio jacks. So the only way that you can use them is if they're charged up. But now let's talk about the wireless connectivity of this headset. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to plug in this wireless transmitter into your PlayStation 5, PS4, or PC, and the headset will just automatically connect. And overall, I have had zero latency or connectivity issues. It just works. But unfortunately, this headset does not have your standard Bluetooth like some other more premium gaming headsets out there. So you can't be connected to your PlayStation and phone at the same time, and you can't, let's say, play a game and have a podcast playing in the background at the same time, or more simply, you can't use this headset as a pair of normal headphones to just listen to music or watch a movie on your phone, unless you're using a wired connection. Now, when it comes to the overall sound quality of this headset sounds like your typical pair of Sony headphones. They sound good enough to get the job done, and they have a good amount of physicality in their bass. However, when it comes to their instrument separation, this headset does sound a little narrow, and when it comes to their max volume, this headset is a little bit on the quieter side. Now, this headset gets loud enough for an RPG game, but if you're a more competitive FPS player, then this headset does make it a little hard to listen for those more nuanced sounds, like either footsteps or someone reloading, or for when someone's about to throw a grenade at you. Now, you can go in and adjust the EQ to your liking, and raising the mids on this headset does help you hear those more nuanced sounds. However, I still wish that this headset got 2 or 3 more clicks louder for those more competitive FPS games. However, if you're playing, let's say, Spider-Man or God of War, then this headset is going to get plenty loud. And if you were to switch this headset over to their bass boosted EQ, then you're going to feel more immersed in your content because you're actually going to be able to feel that bass rattling your head. But I also want to quickly point out at just how well this headset has been integrated into the PlayStation operating system. If you raise or lower the volume on this headset, or if you adjust the game and chat mix, or even if you mute your microphone, all of that is quickly displayed in the top right of your screen. And getting into the EQ settings on this headset is very easy as well. So you can either switch over to a preset EQ on the fly, or you can quickly just make your own. But finally, let's talk about the built-in microphone array on this headset. Now, unlike a lot of other gaming headsets that have a boom microphone, and some even have a removable boom microphone, this headset doesn't. Now, in a quiet room, this headset does a really good job of just picking up my voice. However, when it comes to blocking out noise pollution, this headset isn't the best. Other people's voices or your dog barking can get in rather easily, and if you're playing on a hot summer night with the AC unit turned on, then your teammates are going to be able to hear that in the background, which I really feel is going to put you and your teammates at a disadvantage. So overall, this microphone sounds good, but it's best used while in a quieter environment. And I really feel that if you're a competitive FPS player, then you're still better off going with something that has a boom microphone with a cardioid pickup pattern, and perhaps even an adjustable gain. But I also want to quickly point out the monitoring mode on this headset. Now, the monitoring mode on this headset is really meant so that you can hear yourself while you're chatting with your friends. However, I also found that the monitoring mode on this headset works as an okay sounding ambient mode. Now, it's not the best sounding ambient mode, but you're still going to be able to, let's say, listen to a podcast while you're casually playing a game, or you're still going to be able to be aware of your real world surroundings while you're gaming. So with all that being said, Sony's first-party wireless gaming headset for their PS5 is decent and certainly gets the job done. The suspension headband design on this headset helps this headset feel like it's floating on your head, and it doesn't create a hotspot on the top of your head even after hours of gaming. Battery life on this headset is decent, and just in case, you can always use this headset passively and with a wired connection. This headset sounds good enough to get the job done, and Sony has done a very good job of integrating this headset on an OS level with your PS5. However, choosing to upgrade to a third-party headset will definitely have its pros. Even though this headset fits well, it could fit better. The limited range of motion on these ear cups, the leatherette on the ear pads, and the circular ear pads can make this headset a little uncomfortable to wear. I still wish this headset got a little louder and instrument separation could be a little better as well. I also wish this headset had Bluetooth so they can connect it with your phone, and even though this headset looks very sleek and futuristic, if you're very serious about your comms, then you still want something with a boom microphone. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit the like button and get subscribed. If you want to pick any of the products up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch. I made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great. And you know I can be very particular, so I'll only slap my name on something if I'm really proud of it.